Man, oh man. Does Hollywood have to try and ruin everything that people used to like? Here's a headline. Lucasfilm president Kathleen Kennedy says it's entirely possible for Phoebe Waller-Bridge to take over Indiana Jones franchise. No, it's not. Without Indiana Jones, it's not Indiana Jones. And aside from that, with everything that I've heard of Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, come on. But anyway, with everything that I've heard about this Dial of Destiny movie, it's going to be such a giant flop. It's going to lose so much money that there's just not going to be any point in revisiting the franchise, even if you could. But 61% coming from the critics is not very promising. Not when you've got one of their feminist heroes, Phoebe Waller-Bridge, who basically, my understanding is, she's the star of the show. She is the hero of the movie. Harrison Ford is just there at her leisure. And that's the sort of thing that critics feel pretty much obligated to have to like these days. You know, the old white guy who built the franchise gets humiliated by some young feminist. The critics know they're supposed to like that. They're expected to like that and like it a lot. So 61% not promising for the success of this film. But what could go wrong with Lucasfilm president Kathleen Kennedy putting her woke spin on everything? Well, let's see. Disney's set to lose millions as The Little Mermaid tanks. Oh, it looks like the Elementals aren't doing so well. Disney's woke new Pixar movie suffers worst box office opening in studio's 28 years. And I've got a feeling that trying to replace one of cinema's most beloved characters with the Fleabag feminist may not go over that well. I don't know. Let's ask Luke Skywalker. But let's take a look at this article. Kennedy spoke with Variety about the upcoming Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny film, where she was asked if Disney and Lucasfilm see potential for Phoebe Waller-Bridge and her character, Helena Shaw, to carry on the franchise. Kennedy informed the outlet that it's entirely possible. However, she also added, we're not having any of those conversations right now. We're just focused on finishing this with Harrison. And as I've said, I think that the Phoebe Waller-Bridge-led Dial of Destiny is going to be such a disaster that there's not going to be any appetite to even think about this franchise for a very long time. But even if there were, you just simply can't do it. I mean, maybe a spin-off? I don't think that would work either. And I think that even a reboot of the Indiana Jones franchise would be difficult to pull off, because it kind of just is Harrison Ford, right? The actor himself is just baked into the franchise. And even if you could reboot it, you'd have to have an extremely charismatic actor in that role. And it would have to be a dude. You can't just put Indy's hat on Phoebe Waller-Bridge and just put out a movie called, Feminists of the Lost Ark. Or maybe, if Dial of Destiny is any indication, Socialists of the Lost Ark.
You stole it. Then you stole it.
And then I stole it. It's called capitalism.
No, that's called communism, you actual retard. But I don't know. I mean, Kathleen Kennedy appears to be wanting to single-handedly bankrupt Disney, so I guess anything's possible. Anyway, please subscribe, like, and share. Sharing really helps me out. I thank you for that. I will see you next time.